our second video for the course of negotiation skills. In this video, I will talk about how to handle difficult negotiations. Negotiations can sometimes become frustrating and challenging. There are tough negotiations where we may be in a weaker position, we may not have a very strong partner. The other party may have more power, they may have much better alternatives to this negotiation. So in this video, I'll talk about how to handle a negotiation with a party with more power and the key concepts of anchoring and setting the objectives for the negotiation. In the next few seconds, you will see a clip from the movie Jobs that shows Steve Jobs negotiating with the first retailer for his computers to sell them in his shop. While Jobs doesn't have any strong partner, he's still able to negotiate a good deal. Enjoy the video and notice how he successfully does that.
So what kind of investment are we talking about here?
Jesus, Steve. I said I was interested, not buying.
I know, but you're also not the only interested party.
Oh, really? I'm not?
No, you're not.
That's interesting, because it sure seemed that way the other night at Homebrew.
You think that's the first stop that we made? We've been all over the valley.
Oh, well, then you already have a retailer.
I got offers. Look, Paul. My middle name's Paul. My dad's name's Paul. Bunch of Pauls. I think we're kindred spirits here. We're both businessmen that operate from our gut. And my gut tells me to give you this opportunity.
I'm thinking $400 per machine for 50 units, paid at the time of delivery.
$400 for 100 units, a third up front.
We're not negotiating.
Yes, we are.
Okay. I'll pay $450 per machine. $450. On delivery, nothing up front. I know it's asking a lot, Steve, but it's a big payoff if you deliver.
When I deliver. 500 per unit, you got a deal.
All right. You got 90 days.
5 and 60.
Well, what did you think? Is Jobs a good negotiator? I would say yes. He had no partner, as in he had no other retailer willing to sell his computers. Still, he was able to manage a deal from Paul where he closed at $100 higher rate than what his first offer was. How did he do this? In fact, how does anyone handle such scenario where you're negotiating with a more powerful entity? For instance, a sole supplier or internal stakeholder like a senior management, or other people who have more power than you in that equation, in that situation. So let's understand how to negotiate with anyone with more power and a stronger position than you. The way you set the anchor, that is the objectives of the negotiation, that is the opening offer, goes a long way in deciding the success of the negotiation. Anchoring means whatever happens first sets the tone for what happens later. So, who makes the first offer is extremely critical. If you think that the other party perceives or believes that you are more powerful or he is less powerful in this equation, then let them make the offer. If you perceive that they think or believe that they are more powerful than you in this equation, then you make the first offer. This helps set the anchor, and the rest of the discussion follows around it. For example, if you're dealing with a sole supplier, you set the target price. You can say something like, I'm allowed a maximum budget of 210,000 for this product this year. We need you to work with us in getting this closed. Now what you have done is you have set the baseline. So the deal will close somewhere around 2,50,000. So do remember to keep a reservation range, that is a negotiation range available. So you quote 2,10,000 as a target price when you have a target price in mind of 2,40,000 or 50,000. So this gives you and the other party a negotiation range. Also, you can have some concessions ready. It's always suggested to do that, or some tradables. For example, you can offer something like, we can pay 50% in advance up front. We are willing to work on a smaller credit period. But what you have done is now the entire negotiation is going to revolve around the target price that you have set. They of course are going to increase it, but it will not be a huge difference. That is if you're both interested in the negotiation to succeed. So, but this kind of a negotiation, especially the difficult one where you're dealing with a more powerful opponent, planning is extremely important for such deals. You need to be extremely clear on your reservation or the walkaway price, as in what is the what is the point at which you are willing to walk out of this negotiation. You should also be ready with your list of concessions, what you can do, what you cannot do. You should also have a list of tradables ready with you. Till what point are you willing to give in, and what are the valuables for you where you definitely do not want to compromise. If you let the let the other party make the first offer, being in a stronger position, they may quote a much higher price. Now bringing it down can be very challenging then. Though in such cases also, when the other party has made an anchor which is unacceptable or unworkable for you, you can correct the anchor by adding some new information, by quoting a new offer, or offering more tradables or concessions. But the chances are you may have to compromise or give in more than you would have had you made the first offer. So I hope the concept of anchoring and counter-anchoring is clear, and also the importance of understanding the power play in a negotiation. This brings us to the end of our second video, and I hope you're enjoying your journey of learning negotiation skills so far. See you in the next video.